Another favorite topic of Atlantans is traffic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, this question, we're going to start with Councilman Brown here. So, Councilman, when people talk about the city's traffic, right? I mean, the list goes on and on. They talk about constant bumper-to-bumper traffic, no matter the time of day, preventable accidents, road rage, drag racing, the need for multiple lane roads instead of just one lane to get on a major highway. The city is growing so fast, it can barely keep up with itself. So what would be your first step in fixing the city's traffic woes?
Thank you so much for the question. I believe we have to rebuild the trust between our residents and our public transit system. You know, I believe residents oftentimes are left with the dilemma of taking public transportation, which is going to take them an hour to get to and from one location, or driving in a vehicle. And if we can start incentivizing residents to trust our public transit system, I believe we will have less people in cars and more people taking our public transportation system. In addition to that, I believe we need to establish bus rapid transit that actually connects to essential locations. We need protected bike lanes so folks feel safe riding their bikes throughout Atlanta. And we need to ensure that we're doing everything we can to synchronize the lights in Atlanta so we can speed the cars along and get them to their destinations. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Ms. Gay.
What we need is mobility. What we need is to be able to move around the city, to get to work, to get to the grocery store, to get our kids to school, all the things we do in our day-to-day lives. And there are a whole bunch of pieces that go into that. I would be a very active partner with MARTA and pushing to get the More MARTA program implemented more quickly, spend the money faster, deliver the big projects, but we also have a lot of little projects that will make a big difference immediately. And I would, again, start with neighborhoods, focus on what individual neighborhoods need and how we can connect that together to build a system, a more robust system of bike trails, sidewalks, protected lanes, all the things that make a big difference immediately in helping us be more mobile. And I would also make sure that the money we already have in the city for transportation gets spent faster, better, and more wisely.
Ms. King.
Yes, I would look to the last mile of connectivity, and I think that's where our neighborhoods need to become engaged. I think often of the circulator in Georgetown and how it can get you quickly and connect you to the major transportation hub. I would also like to see our sidewalks continuously addressed so that they are rollable, walkable. My daughter and I ride our bicycles and it's very dangerous. I'm asking you Atlantans to look right and look left, and I've been guilty before too. I'm a runner and it's got to be careful. We have to be safe and make sure that people that are getting out and walking and using our trails and riding bicycles, that we can get there safely.
Ms. Moore. Thank you.
Well, everybody complains about traffic, but no one wants to admit they're a part of it. So first, we need to understand that we are a car-centric city. And there are people who need transit and have to use it for their everyday going and on. And then there's those who choose to use it. And so we've got to get the culture of Atlanta to change. But while we're doing that, we can also look at the money that we hopefully will be getting from the federal government for infrastructure dollars and doing what people always talk about and trying to get our lights synchronized so that we can move traffic freely. But really we need to lean on the transit and make it convenient for those who choose to use it. Because if they choose to use it, they will not be on the road. And one of the best projects that we can certainly lean to is the Beltline, because it does have a circular around the city. Thank you.
Yeah, so here's one of the big differences about me and others. I have intentional action. I actually created the Atlanta Department of Transportation, the first city councilman in the history of Atlanta to actually create a department. I created it 18 months ago because of these various issues that we have. See, transportation to me is not just about getting people where they're going each day, it's about getting them where they're going in life. And so that's why, yes, we are too car dependent in the city of Atlanta. So that's why we have to make sure that we build out rail along the Beltline and also go down to Campbellton Road, where currently it takes people 40 minutes on a bus to get to a train station. We will develop out our MARTA plan where we hopefully one day by 2030 or 2035, we can begin to make sure that we have free public transit in this city for students and for seniors. We'll also celebrate smaller projects like building sidewalks around schools and senior centers.
The backbone of our public transportation system is MARTA, which is why we secured the largest increase in funding for MARTA and its operations. I also happen to think that the Clifton corridor between Lindbergh, not far from where we are, and Emory University and the CDC, which was annexed into the city of Atlanta, should have a corridor with 3 to 5 stops, because that's one of the major corridors that doesn't have access to light rail. Additionally, I think we need to do some basic things like have car clearing teams. One of the things that causes traffic on our interstates and thoroughfares is that when a car breaks down or there's an automobile accident, we don't have dedicated teams that clear them to the side. So we have to have big picture, big vision, MARTA, the Clifton corridor. We've also got to get down to the basics to
Mr.
get
Reed.
people home.
Mr. Reed, thank you.